Desmond Child is a young man destined to make a name for himself as a performer and composer. Rouge consists of 3 vivacious young women whose fiery vocal interpretations reflect their emotions, body, and soul. This group covered New York City with posters, stenciled their name on sidewalks to draw attention, and played anywhere anyone would listen. Recording for Capitol Records, this is one hit group that's bound for the attention they so richly deserve. Desmond, Child, and Rouge.
79, New York City, Capitol Records, and East 81st Street. Desmond Child, Maria Vidal, Myriam, Valle, Diana Grasselli.
When the truth came out, no hiding now. Turn my life all about. But then the truth came out.
Oh my God. Yeah. But I was an outlaw.
Oh, New York.
81st Street, are you kidding? That was crazy.
I mean, there was a thought about the future, but it was about what we were doing in the present, and it was creating a future.
We would play all the little clubs in New York, and the club owners would get mad at us because they'd open up the Village Voice and see that we were playing a different club every night. They didn't think we could fill the joint, but we did.
We gained a lot of inspiration from the Motown artists and Aretha and Laura Nyro, who was also really influenced by Motown.
We had really great chemistry, and we were very, very capable of being silly with each other. We still are, and so we could bounce off each other a lot. And I think that was really important. We did a lot of experimenting. It was great.
It was a really fun time creating a world of our own. We created this sound that was unique.
We were a band, just running around New York City, and I would come up the stairs and I'd hear the piano going. Desmond's written a new song, and then everybody would come over and we would come up with vocal arrangements and all kind of background parts to make it be something, to make it be ours.
So yeah, we worked and we got a record deal. We got signed to Capitol Records. We hired the best arranger in the city, Charlie Colello, who did huge records. And we recorded at Media Sound, which was the biggest studio in New York. Studio A was the sanctuary, and we were just absolutely over the moon to be recording this incredible recording studio.
Paul Stanley of Kiss came to see us and would hang out backstage, and one night he asked me to write a song with him for Kiss. And I said, well, then you have to write a song with us for Desmond Child and Rouge.
Putting up flyers had become a big thing in New York by then, and I had seen one with a picture of these 3 hot girls and a guy, Desmond Child and Rouge. I went to see one of their shows in a basement club that held a few hundred people. To be honest, I went because the girls looked kind of sleazy and cool in the picture on the flyer. They sounded terrific. They had a great band, and the 3 girls sang their asses off in harmony. It was sexy and vibrant. There was a Broadway element to their style, a little brill building, a little drifters, and they echoed the romanticized ethnic sound of things like Spanish Harlem. I liked the vibe. I thought it was the best thing happening in New York.
We used to play a club called TRAX. The word got backstage that George Harrison had come to see us play, and I looked around and I saw him there. It was a turning point, because one of the Beatles came to see us sing.
What I really loved about Desmond was his work ethic. He just sat down and he hammered away and he would craft something. And he worked on it, and he worked very hard.
We combined disco beats with heavy rock guitars, which helped pave the road for music that came later in the 80s.
The records that we made and the stuff that we did, it brought together a bunch of different musical ideas. We were all a little bit different, and what we each brought to it made it its thing. And Desmond was prolific. Everything was really deep, really high, all at the same time.
The island sleeps. Our dreams
of love.
awaken as teenagers resurrect the dead of night
on 81st Street. What I experienced in Desmond Child and Rouge is just really the feeling of being alive. It's what you hope to feel in your life, is just excited all the time for whatever reason. And we had that, the four of us, together.